Today for writing, I want you to share your weekend news. We haven't done that in a few weeks, and I really would love to hear what you did this weekend. When you're writing your weekend news today, what I want you to think about is adding details to tell more. And what we're going to talk about right now is one way that you could add details to the words in your writing. You can add details by using adjectives or describing words, right? An adjective is a word that describes something. Your weekend news is writing that's called a narrative. We've been doing a lot of informational writing, nonfiction informational writing. We were teaching about topics, we were teaching how to do something, and now we're in the middle of learning about how to write our opinions. So, a narrative is a story, but it's a real life story, something that happened in your life. So, you're the main character, and you add your feelings in narratives, and you write the events in order. So you use sequence words to tell your events. Today for reading, you read a book called Harry, Scary, Ordinary. And in this story, you heard a lot of adjectives or describing words. And I'm pretty sure that you could kind of tell how adding all those describing words made the story a lot of fun and more interesting to listen to. So that's what you're going to do in your writing today. You're going to think about how you could add describing words to make your story um, more interesting or more fun to hear. I want to show you how I thought a little bit about how I could add describing words. So take a look at this picture. It's a caterpillar. And my sentence says, I saw a caterpillar. So my sentence matches the picture and it tells about the picture, right? But it doesn't have any describing words. So I thought about how I could tell more. And the way I did it was I looked at my picture and I said, well, there's a caterpillar. What else could I say to tell more about the caterpillar? And I wrote, I saw a green, fuzzy caterpillar. I thought about if my picture wasn't there and I had to just use my words to describe the caterpillar. What could I say to someone to help them make a picture in their mind of the caterpillar? So I thought about the color, I thought about what it felt like, what was really important about it, and I added those adjectives or describing words right in my sentence. So the word green and the word fuzzy tell or describe about the caterpillar. Here's a chart that might help you today in your writing when you're trying to add your describing words. So the top says adjectives, and then these words and pictures give you an idea of what you could think about to add a describing word. So one thing you could think about is the color of what you're describing, the size, the sound, or a feeling. Now, these are not the only things you could think about to add a describing word, but if you're stuck, they might help you. So take a look at my writing. Here's my weekend news. Can you tell what I did without even reading my words? Probably. It says, this weekend I had a barbecue with my family. So you know this is a personal narrative because I'm the main character and I'm telling about a real life story. I ate a big hamburger and red watermelon. Did you see the describing words in my sentence? I thought about my hamburger, right? And I thought about the size of it. So the word big describes the size of my hamburger. And I think it helps you make a better picture in your mind, right? So when you're thinking about my story, you can imagine Mrs. Nanowit with a big hamburger, right? And then I used the word red to describe my watermelon. So I thought about what color it was. And I think that it makes my story better. Instead of saying, I ate a hamburger and a watermelon, I use describing words to tell more. Here's my last two sentences. It was fun. I was happy. So, boys and girls, when you're writing your weekend news today, I want you to think about how you could add adjectives or describing words to add details and tell your reader more. All right, I can't wait to read all your weekend news. I'll see you soon.